If you had to pick between Massachusetts or like Georgia, who do you think, assuming the population is the same, would win if they went to war?
Same population.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so I just want you to know there's an issue with the paychecks.
Okay.
Wait for this phone call.
Put it on speaker.
Okay. Okay, that's...
Great. Just let you know. Like, whoever's my money,
Alright.
it's coming.
Alright, not a problem. Sounds good.
Alright, bye.
Yep, thanks for the info.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. I'll see ya.
See you. Have fun.
Yep. Yep.
She talking about the pay thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, she asked me about it too.
She keeps telling me to have fun tonight. I'm like, bro, it ain't gonna be fun.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
like,
so the bank that our employer goes through and just got arrested by the federal government, so we are gonna get our money. Oh, man. Yeah.
is that what happened?
Good stuff.
Yeah, he got seized by the government. It's in California. So I thought we used a local bank. I didn't think we were.
I turned mine off and back on again, so we should be fine.
Oh, yes.
I didn't think it was like
That's
that.
wild, bro.
That's a crazy way to start the episode. Welcome back. This is episode 86, probably,
Yeah.
assuming everything goes as planned. Follow the socials, at Speaking Sporadically, whatever you search on. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment your thoughts below on the episode.
And hit the gym, boys. Come on. All right, Isaiah. What are we doing this up? Ranking states? I got a feeling.
Well, first I want to get your guys' opinion.
Okay.
If Massachusetts and Georgia had the same population, who do you think would like win in a war?
Georgia.
Why?
So what's this war? Are they both just like
So
in
imagine
their
all
location?
the other states are neutral zones, and you can have battles like no one's there. No one's there. Like
Yeah.
if they start where they both are, and
Okay.
imagine they want to take over like the whole USA.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like given that bounds, who do you think would win?
Yeah, let me analyze the geography of these states real quick.
Because I think
They got-
geographically they're kind of like balanced out of where they
Yeah,
are.
they actually have similar coastlines.
Yeah. So who do you think would win?
Yeah, Georgia guaranteed.
Why Georgia?
Way more just area and natural resources. And have way more vitamin C.
But vitamin C might be a valid one. But I'm saying like, if no other states are in the picture, like, do you think they could just like spread out? Because that whole area that Massachusetts is in, they're known for their trees and lumber and all that stuff, and like I feel like they could use that. You know?
Were they only allowed to use the natural resources of their state, or can they spread out?
They can spread out, bro. Because they're not even touching. How'd they go to war if they can't spread out?
Well, yeah, then probably Georgia.
I don't know.
I, mean,
I
they got
honestly,
the Georgia football team.
I feel
too.
bad because I picked the pretty wrong states because I have no idea about either of those states. Massachusetts, they're pretty good at fishing. I don't know if this was Minecraft that would give them an edge. Get some enchanting books or something like that, but I don't know much. Which one do you think is better? Like, just like geographically or like food-wise or monuments, attractions? I've only been to Georgia.
I don't even know what's in this state. So
Yeah, I think I've been to Georgia, passing through.
I feel like Massachusetts is probably pretty historical.
A lot of colleges there, right?
Yeah, a lot of Ivy League
Cambridge.
colleges.
Yeah, they got Cambridge there. Cambridge.
Harvard.
Yeah, they got all that stuff over in Massachusetts.
Yeah, they got all the Ivy League schools there.
Massachusetts would be up there.
Yeah, you're right.
Or maybe Harvard's in Pennsylvania.
It's Boston.
It's Boston. Boston.
Yeah,
Massachusetts.
Harvard's not. Something is in Pennsylvania, but I don't know what is. Ben
Penn State.
Franklin's thing. I think he's got one.
Penn State. Pennsylvania University.
Pittsburgh, bro.
Pittsburgh.
All right, that's not even a college, bro.
What do you mean? Pitt? Pitt's a good
I
college.
mean nothing by that, honestly.
Pitt.
Just Pitt.
I raised Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
About the only relevant
Oh, well.
NFL player that went there and plays in the NFL now.
Anyways, let's see.
Not even gonna
If you had a rank, you don't even have to have been there. If you had a rank, did we agree on like 5? Like top
Yeah,
5
let's do
states?
5.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna make some people mad. Bottom 5 states.
All right.
Yeah, for all of our foreign, non-Ohioan
Yeah.
viewers.
Top 5.
Don't do it.
Well, no. Top 5. I'm not gonna do any orders. I'm just gonna list the 5 that are the best.
All
Right? 1930s Germany. No, Ohio's in the top 5.
I don't think so. I don't think Ohio's in the top 5, bro.
Do you know where you are right now, bro? Where you live? Where you go? Ohio's in,
Roofied me.
Ohio is in the top 5.
Once a week, almost every week, I black out somewhere, and then I just wake up in here with a sack over my head and like 8 blindfolds, and my hands are cuffed, and then they just put this mic in my
That's
face.
for different reasons.
Anyways, I think Ohio might be not the bottom 5, but it's like mid.
No,
range, you know?
No,
bro.
Ohio is top
Bro, it's in the
5.
Midwest for a reason.
Ohio
Come
is
on.
so different. Like we are the
feel
most
different,
out there.
bro.
We have
Regardless of population, Ohio sold the most alcoholic shooters out of any other state.
I don't think that makes us better. I think
dude, we have so many
I'm just saying, we're
legends
first at
from
that.
Ohio that like people don't even realize.
Literally,
Sports teams
okay,
are
we do have
great.
John
Listen to this, listen
Legend
to this.
is from Ohio. That's
LeBron
pretty cool.
James is from Ohio.
LeBron James. Listen to this.
I'm listening.
So you assume like the future of way off in the years. If humans are able to live forever and ever, and we'll have to go to another solar systems, galaxies, right, by flying somehow.
Okay.
Where was the birth of aviation? Where was the birthplace of the expansion of the whole entire human species at?
Other people were working on it though. Like they just kind of did it first. Like other people developed planes and stuff after that. Like
That's got to be
around
the
same
dumbest thing
time.
I've ever heard in my entire life.
How?
You think they should write textbooks like that? Like, although we're not going to say their names, even though they were the first, there were
It's
many
just because
people
it's
working on it.
easier. It's just because it's easier. They just maintained the longest flight, which wasn't even flight. They were gliding. They just maintained the longest at that time, so their names were the ones included.
They floated, dude. They took off.
That's what I
Yeah,
said,
they took
floated.
off.
They were gliding. There was no
how did
propulsion.
Gliding is just going from one place.
Yeah,
and
they
slowly
gained
going down.
altitude,
Yeah,
my guy.
they went up.
That's
And then
flight.
what? And then what?
They
You ever
went
seen a
back
paper
down.
airplane? You throw it. They gained, bro.
Yeah, but imagine if that
To-
paper airplane threw
They had-
itself.
They did have it. They had an engine.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, if I threw a paper airplane from the ground and it went up, do you just call that gliding?
A paper airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
It's not gliding because there's a propulsive force
Yeah.
to make
Oh.
it go up. It had lift.
That's what I'm saying.
Something
Imagine-
that's gliding can't have
What?
perpetual lift and bring it upwards.
You can have a propulsive force and then be gliding, bro. Like you can jump, like chickens glide, bro. They jump up first, though. But no. I believe they did. They had an engine on there. But still, other people were still working on them. Like you can look up a bunch of different people at that same
Yeah,
time that
but
were doing it.
We'd be more behind than what we are today.
Yeah.
Because if
How,
100%.
dude? Like within
if-
100 years after that, we had. Oh, actually, I don't know when they flew that thing. It was in the 1900s, right?
no clue.
Kitty Hawk, South Carolina, in 1941.
It was not 1941. We had paratroopers
That's
in
way off,
1941.
Probably like 18.
Well, let's stay on
Winter.
topic. Let's keep
Oh, fine.
why Ohio is in the top 5, bro.
I don't think it
We
is.
literally have the queen city of the country, Cincinnati. Queen City.
What's in Cincinnati?
Everything, dude. why do they call it the Queen City?
I don't know. Named after a queen. Why did they call it a queen city?
I don't know. Because it's the best.
I don't know, what else is in Ohio, actually, though?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, there's a lot of stuff. I know
we have
for
the
a fact
Rock
I've
and Roll
seen
Hall
all
of
the time.
Fame.
Yeah,
The NFL
football
Hall of Fame.
NFL Hall of
and
Fame.
the NFL Hall of Fame. For some reason, Cleveland is so good and also has such a bad reputation.
Well, so Cleveland.
It's pretty cool. Like, it's a
Cleveland
nice
was
place.
like the leading manufacturing and hog slaughtering facility
That was Cincinnati. That was Cincinnati.
of the
Because
entire country.
They used to call it Cincinnati, I think, Hog City or Pig City because it always
Yeah.
smelled like hog crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because thousands of tons were getting shipped in there. Every year.
I'll give it
and
bonus
slaughtered.
points for being a pretty important spot on the Underground Railroad to get up to Canada. And Ohio has some pretty cool and awesome, generous historical people and historical figures. We have the most presidents,
Yeah.
actually. We've had the most presidents come out of Ohio.
I guess we'll tickle in a little bit of Neil Armstrong action. If we're
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
topic.
Okay. All right. With that, all right. So pretty well leading the states in aviation there, historically speaking.
No, someone else could have been the first man in space if we didn't have Neil
He
Armstrong.
was
then.
someone else was the first.
By
man
your
in
logic.
space.
By your
Someone else
logic.
was the first man in space.
Oh, first man on the moon. Wow, geez.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Calm down here. Ace.
Yeah, I'm just looking
No.
at those things. They're definitely,
Yeah.
dude, they're definitely up there. They're just cool. Ohio's just interesting, bro.
I feel
It's-
like all the in between places of Ohio make it kind of weird though. Like not top 5.
Yeah,
like,
whenever you're there.
I'll put it like 20. I'll put it at 20s. You know,
20s.
20s.
Oh my gosh, dude.
All right. Well, if you think of like the natural,
Yep. Let's
I'm,
go. Like,
I'm considering the natural.
Next thing we're gonna
beauty
say is
and,
like Nebraska is like, oh, that's
saying
some of the best.
That's number 2.
That's number 2.
Lincoln came out of Nebraska. Lincoln was pretty cool guy. I liked him. Did you know he was a professional wrestler?
Yeah, but our 12 presidents were just mid.
He only lost like 2 matches all time, something like that. He was really good. Anyways,
All right, let's go to like 2 and 3, or like the other 5. Who else?
You did not put Ohio at 1.
Okay. I said I
You
wasn't.
guys are
ranking
so
him.
biased.
He's in the top. Ohio's in the top 5.
All right, whatever. I'm sticking to my 20. So
You
can we
can put
balance it
20
out and say Ohio's 5th or 4th?
They're in the top 5.
Yeah, they're in
no
the top
ranking.
5. We're not ranking
All
like
right,
number
all right,
wise.
all
So
right.
what are the
In the
other
top
ones
5.
that would be up there?
I'm gonna put.
I think Pennsylvania.
I want to
deserves
put
be
Maine up there. Can we put Maine up there for?
No, we cannot. I will not allow that.
What's wrong with Maine?
I knew he was
What's-
gonna say something
What's
like
wrong?
that.
What is right with
my
Maine?
God.
What is right with Maine?
What do you mean? What's right? First of all, Maine banned billboards. It's so beautiful there, and the advertising is so minimal.
Okay, so did Hawaii.
It's awesome. Hawaii's up there too. I was gonna say Hawaii next.
Oh yeah, but Hawaii has other reasons other than the fact they banned billboards. Hawaii is actually
Okay,
Majestic.
no Maine. That's
Why?
outlandish.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
Why?
Exactly.
They banned billboards so they get top 5?
No, you're attacking my opinion. Tell me why it shouldn't be there.
It's not an opinion. That's a fact.
Tell me
did-
why it
they
shouldn't
did
be-
indeed ban billboards.
Shut up. You got. Tell me
No,
why.
The burden
it
of
shouldn't
proof
be
is
there.
on you. The burden of proof lies
But
on
why are
you.
you guys
Why
dogging on
should
me?
it be in there?
Why are you guys dogging on me just because I said Maine and I had a pretty good like it's natural
you're-
beauty. There's no like how ugly is it when you're on the interstate in Ohio and not just Ohio. I'm not dogging Ohio this time for it, but like you're on the interstate, you pass one of those like weird like it should be like a town, but there's no houses. It's just all these like McDonald's and then you have like a truck stop, which you know you need it. But you have all that crap, and then you got like a Denny's sitting there, and you got like one of those big
love
love
Denny's.
gas
I love
stations.
Denny's. Nothing wrong
And
with
then like no, it's so unbelievably ugly. But the landscape around it would be so beautiful if it just wasn't there. I get that we need some of it for the
right,
population we
all
have.
right.
But Maine doesn't have that, and Maine functions.
All right, hold on. So the billboards, I couldn't care less if they did or not. If we want to go natural beauty, again, I haven't been to Maine, but we'll assume that it is very naturally beautiful. So I guess maybe for that reason, we'll put it at 5 for the top 5.
You said we weren't putting them any.
Well, we aren't. If you say Maine,
How we
it's
don't-
got to be bottom of the 5.
No, I need you guys to tell me why Maine shouldn't be in there now.
What reason should it be? Again, the burden of proof is on you. It's not for us to disprove your fact. It's for you to prove it.
Don't play that card. Don't play that card.
What
See-
card?
Because you know what? You guys instantly attacked me for saying
Because it
Maine.
was a dumb idea.
Why?
They have
Does
nothing.
Maine have a
bro.
lot of seafood, or is it too
We
far
can-
Yes.
north?
No one knows anything
Yeah,
about
Maine's got,
Maine.
like
I think
lobster.
Maine has good seafood. They're like
Yeah,
the
they're
biggest
huge fishes.
timber.
Yeah,
I
they're
think one of the bigger
big
timber
fish.
states in the country. Pull a lot of timber out of Maine.
Yeah, they were pretty important in the economy for the colonies.
Yeah, they tracked
Yeah.
houses all the way in like New York and New Jersey were being built out of Maine
Yeah.
timber.
I didn't even think about a historical standpoint, but
Maine
yeah.
wasn't even a part of the original 13 colonies, though, was it? I don't think it was.
Yeah, Maine was.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, it definitely
All
was.
the coastal states.
Because they landed up north. I mean, Massachusetts. I mean, that's only like I
Yeah.
think it's like within 1,000 miles.
Oh yeah, you only got to go through like a 500-mile stretch of Vermont to get to Maine from
Okay, I
Massachusetts.
figured because it's Vermont and then
It might be even less, honestly.
Ooh.
Oh, it's way
New
less.
Hampshire, Vermont, and New Hampshire are those like two like kind of parallel ones,
Yeah.
perpendicular or
Yeah,
parallel ones.
yeah, they're right next to each other.
I think Maine should be up there because they've
I think
they've
Maine
been inhabited
and Vermont are very similar.
They've been inhabited for so long, and yet they're still so beautiful. People there have like respect for the land and everything. In Ohio, in a lot of places, we have respect for the land, but also like where we live, you look out and it's just a bunch of cornfields and it's flat, which isn't our fault. It's not our fault, but it used to be like woods all around.
I mean, there still is a lot.
Squirrel used to hop from one,
There
one
used to be
end of the
forests
state
all around. Now
to the other end of the state.
Yeah. You think that was a lie, or you think they were telling? You think like a teacher just said that one time?
It's definitely the truth, bro.
I feel like it could be. I don't know if they could go straight, but like
There's definitely a path they could take to get from one end to the other.
that'd be cool.
Guaranteed.
But yeah, I think Maine just for magically has maintained its natural beauty.
Yeah.
I don't
kinda really
agree
like-
with it, but I'm gonna.
I would think
allow
with
it.
all the snow, you'd be able to ski in Maine, but people like go to Colorado to ski or
Yeah,
Michigan.
Yeah.
You don't even go to Maine.
Well, I think it's because like warm currents hit up that area, because it's along the coastline. So I think that's why like it's more seafood than skiing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting thing right here. See this dotted black line right here?
The-
Yeah.
Oh,
This dotted
yeah.
line?
Yeah, what does it say?
So this is actually the path that my Sherman ancestors took from Germany. So they shipped out of France, and they took that exact route to land over in Maryland, and they made their way to Ohio.
That's wicked, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I don't know mine. I'm gonna have to see if we know that information from my family. But all right, someone else give one.
I was
Promise
thinking
I won't judge too
I was
harshly.
thinking like Pennsylvania,
Why?
the Declaration of Independence and Constitution.
Philadelphia.
We're
Independence
both-
Hall.
Yeah.
Independence Hall.
Like that's kind of like the birthplace of America, right?
Yeah.
The
I
Declaration
like Pennsylvania a lot. Yeah.
Like
That's
it has
pretty-
Because of the history and everything.
quite a few cool cities. Pittsburgh, the biggest.
It does seem
Carnegie, right?
Carnegie Hall.
No,
The city of steel.
yeah.
Oh, City. Yeah.
Andrew Carnegie. That
Yeah.
Carnegie
Yeah.
Steel.
You mean Andrew Carnegie?
Is that how it is actually?
Yeah, that,
really?
There's this one historic video we watched in Pranger's
Yeah.
class, and
it's
the
like the
person
men that
would be
made
like,
America.
Andrew Carnegie.
Dude, and they said it like 16 different ways.
Yeah.
Andrew Carnegie, Andrew Carnegie, Andrew Carnegie. Andrew
I think it's
Carnegie.
actually Andrew Carnegie.
That's weird.
He
I
was
thought
Irish. Irish, I think he's probably Irish.
I just
Carnegie
know-
sounds.
that was huge.
But you're
I
right.
mean,
And
it
it
was
always
huge.
seems so serene, too. Like, it's just like a peaceful place. People are pretty nice. Don't go to Philadelphia.
You've been there before?
I said seems.
Oh. See, I just haven't traveled very much. The only place I spent an extensive amount of time in has been Florida,
Yeah.
outside of or Tennessee.
All right. What else? Is
So
up?
I was going to say Alaska for the same exact reasons, Isaiah. Like Alaska is pretty much Maine, but about 100 times better and 100 times larger,
yeah.
100 times more beautiful.
It's actually not 100 times larger. It's larger for sure.
Not
But
100
do you
times.
know how like the warping of like a globe is? And how like when you put it on like the traditional maps we see, like all those things north and south are way bigger than they actually are in real life. Like you have to scale them down.
Mhm.
Yeah. So like Greenland is way smaller than it really looks like.
no,
it
you got
is.
that backwards, bro.
No, I promise you.
The center's warped larger. So Alaska is shown much, much smaller than how like Mexico is. So because how Alaska is higher on a globe than Maine is, Maine's being proportionally
you're right,
shown
because
larger.
I remember- yeah,
because you know
you're
how
right,
big
you're right.
Alaska is. Alaska touches
Yeah,
from
yeah.
this corner to Florida.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it doesn't look like that on a map, but
Yeah.
it's. I was probably wrong with 100. It's probably 500 or 1,000 times larger than Maine's area.
You're right, because I remember. I reversed it. I remember watching a video. It's just a small, short video, but it's like they took Greenland. This is the reason I was thinking Greenland, and they put it over Africa, dude, and they covered half of Africa.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it was. You're right.
Yeah, or Iceland up here. You can take Iceland, and Iceland's actually like this whole entire bottom half of Africa right here, because
Yeah, and Iceland is like.
anywhere near
Yeah,
the
they're really-
equator is made to be much larger just because they
Yeah,
have the
that's
rapid
what it is.
globe.
That's what it is. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah, my bad.
So I would
So let me
say,
see- let me
I
see
would
Maine
argue
real
that
quick.
Pennsylvania,
see Maine.
Ohio, and
Yes.
Alaska are all in my top 5 right now.
That's
pretty
fair. I like that.
Ohio is not in my top 5.
And Ohio, well, Ohio was the birthplace of probably the most influential podcast in the whole entire world.
I think
Oh,
In 50
snap,
years, so-
dog. You're right.
In 50 years, baby, come
I
on.
have something though. Logan Paul, I kind of like the guy. He's done a lot of weird.
so. Paul
things.
brothers.
I'd say I'll give on a scale of like good and then bad. Logan currently like he's fluctuated a lot. I'd say he's like a 2, like 100 here, 100 here. He's like a 2 on the good scale. Jake, dude is weird. I don't know.
You can hate them as much as you want, but they are so unbelievably influential. It's
Yeah,
insane.
I'm not saying
those guys can do anything, and the whole world knows about it. Like,
Yeah. Well, I don't
they
think
have
that's necessarily
literally
a good
done
thing. Though.
everything.
I'm not saying that's necessarily a good
I
thing.
think so.
Why? All right. I'm sorry. Hitler was very influential. Was that a good thing? Don't say yes, or we can't use this episode.
What do you mean by influential? I mean, like,
I mean exactly what you
I
were
mean,
talking
from
about.
from a base standpoint, I say having power is a good thing, and then from there you determine if the person's good or evil.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like, if say like Jake Paul, pretty influential, like kids like look up to him. If he does something questionable, and kids look up to him, is that a good or bad thing?
Well, I think everyone knows it's a bad thing, and people hate on him, and then they use it as like a lesson.
But it's kids.
But
Like,
what
the
are you,
adults are talking? You know what I mean?
You're just
Like,
questioning like if him having a lot of influence is a good thing. I thought you were questioning
Like,
if someone,
his-
anyone having a lot of influence. is
No,
a
of
good or
course
bad
not. Of
thing.
course not. It could go either way. But I think someone as like
Well, I think anyone.
volatile, like with someone with ideas and personality so volatile, like it has changed up historically quite a bit, and the decisions he's made and the things he's done, like all the controversy, I don't think that's the best thing for impressionable kids to look up to.
I mean,
and yet they still do.
I'm with the Neil deGrasse
But-
Tyson standpoint. People can think and say whatever they want, man. I don't care as long as they're not in government.
That's fair.
I disagree. I think if you're influential and you realize you're influential, you should do everything you can to be as positive of a figure as possible for the people that look up to you. And
Sure, too.
in my opinion, they have not done that. I'm not saying that makes them bad people. I'm just saying that influence in their hands when they do those things is not the best.
Well, I think they do a lot of horrible things.
Horrible?
Horrible, man.
The Paul brothers, or
Yeah. No, they've
I
done.
think they do way more good than.
I really
bad.
disagree with them having adult film stars on their
Yeah.
podcast episodes. I think that's.
That's- like, that's the
that
thing
just
I'm saying,
that just gets views though.
I mean, yeah.
but
that's just
exposing that-
views of who?
yeah.
Views of who? Where are the views coming from? A lot of them. I'm sure a lot of the
younger
followers
audience.
are growing up, but they're getting an influx of young people. I think it's bad role models. That's what it comes down to. And they can make good decisions, and I'll applaud them for it when they do, and they have done it. But at the end of the day, I think those bad ones balance it out. If not, kind of tip it over.
I don't know. I think they do more than good. Do more good than bad.
I don't actually know them very well either. So
I mean, podcast's great. Prime's great. Big
Podcast,
Fight,
I can't disagree. The
WWE
podcast is very
boxing.
entertaining.
I mean, Logan has a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
He has like 100 creations or like his photos. I know he does a whole
There
bunch
was
more. I just can't think of
Logan
it.
was kind of involved with recently with it was an NFT
Oh, yeah.
zoo
That
and it
fell
was
apart.
it was a scam. Now I'm not saying it was his fault. I think he got scammed too by the
Yeah.
people that created it.
right. it
Um,
was the people he hired that like scammed
Yeah,
it.
and at first he was kind of owning up to it. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. But then it kind of fell apart, and he's like, people are still dogging on him. He's like, well, you made a bad decision, and you hurt people because of it.
Yeah.
And you were in a position that you really need to do your research on these things. You can't just trust other people. Unfortunately,
yeah,
you
for
know.
real. I mean, you have like the Paul
But-
brothers, and then you got like Mr. Beast, bro.
Yeah, dude, Mr. Beast is worshipped. He lives in North Carolina, right?
One of the Carolinas. Yeah.
He is worshipped in his town, bro. He might as well be the mayor, which makes sense. Like, absolutely crazy. I do like Mr. Beast, even though you got dogged on for helping like blind people cure their cataracts. You seen that?
yeah.
Anyways, I think let's see. Hawaii should be lumped in there, right? Do we agree on that?
It's pretty naturally beautiful. Yeah.
Naturally beautiful. People are just generally welcoming. Nice tourist location.
Yeah. Got one more spot basically.
Texas?
It was a great stronghold in World War II.
I
Theater.
I could go
Texas.
with Texas. I think.
Texas.
Yeah,
I like
you
Texas.
You got Florida.
I can't. Nah, Florida's not up there, bro.
Florida's got a lot of crazy.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
I was thinking
everybody
about
has crazy
Florida, the bottom five.
Everybody has crazy people. Dude, honestly, I just want the bottom five as like the boring ones. Like,
No, because like some of those are
California's
just
pretty good
basic.
too.
No.
honestly, there aren't too many boring
My
ones
bottom
anymore.
five is gonna be like California, Florida, maybe Oregon.
Why? Just because their ideologies?
Well, not necessarily.
No.
Just more like
Maybe like
if I wanted to.
I mean, you gotta think like California. If you're including everything, like Silicon Valley, has made some of the most
Yeah.
technological advancements in the world. Some of the best medical advancements in the entire world.
I think I'm
you
just
know?
gonna go Texas, bro. Texas.
Yeah,
for
I like
my
Texas.
big
I like
top
Texas
five.
in the top 5 for sure.
Texas is a good one. Just big.
If I did have to replace
lot of-
Ohio, it'd probably be California.
No, I can't put.
Probably be
California.
Alaska.
Well, you got
Hawaii.
North California too. Like North California is vastly different than like a lot of the highly populated Lower California areas. And even then, like, hey man, favorite band came from there, like Chili Peppers. I love that place. It's pretty cool. It's just it sucks that like so many people are like blinded by like potential fame and they go there and then it's just, it
That's
just
the reason I
ruins
hate it.
their
is 'cause-
life. It's because everyone thinks it's like the best thing in the world over there because that's all you see on social
That's-
media.
yeah.
And then you show up and it's like, all right, let's do this. In a year, I'll be famous.
Yeah.
And it does not happen.
Like everyone perceives it to be this great state. Everyone goes there, and everyone goes there so basic, and it's
Yeah.
just the same, and it's just boring, and
Yeah.
it's just not a good place.
I think New York should be up there too, but I would
Yeah, for impact, like come on, New York, the state.
replace Ohio.
What?
Replace Ohio.
No,
With New York.
no. No.
You could take Maine out for New York. I think I'd accept those terms.
Maine was never in it.
Yeah.
You guys allowed it. You guys allowed it.
We retracted.
Well, all right. So then we've got a spot. New York
Yeah.
will take that spot.
Yeah, just
New
with-
York City. I
Exactly.
mean, all the it's an immigrant hub and stuff like that. That's like kind of the whole idea of
It's literally a concrete
USA.
jungle where dreams can come true.
No, it's where dreams are made of, right?
Both of
where
them.
dreams are made of.
Yeah,
I just know there's nothing you can't do.
In New York.
just don't get an apartment, bro.
But yeah, like Times Square and New York was also, I believe, the first city to come up with the idea of growing vertically because they expanded out so much because they're on like a
Skyscrapers.
peninsula, right?
Yeah, you're right. They did do that. Manhattan
They-
did that.
Yeah,
Very
they
limited
expanded
real
so much they ran out of room, but more people were coming, so they began the idea of expanding up. And then they
Those
started creating
pictures of
buildings.
those skyscraper workers, some of the hardest pictures in history.
Yeah, honestly.
Just sitting there, no straps, like nothing keeping them safe.
Mile high eating lunch.
Just
Yeah.
eating their sandwich.
It's like guts.
Yeah, the really iconic one was actually staged.
I think I heard about that. Yeah.
But obviously, I mean, like, it's like, yeah, we do this every day, so you're going to have to stage it a little bit to get a camera up there.
Right. Yeah. How was it staged again?
Pretty much they're all just sitting there eating their lunch in a way that looks more like
Casual.
casual. Like, they're actually together. Like, normally they wouldn't all be sitting on the same I-beam.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Because if the I-beam falls, then you're out like 5 workers. You gotta dilute the sitting.
All right, other bottom fivers. It's hard to put the bottom.
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard because I don't know enough about a lot of states to put them bottom.
Right,
five.
right.
What's in Arkansas, bro?
That's like
Little Rock.
true.
Little Rock is pretty important. The Little Rock 5.
the Razorbacks.
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, I do like the Razorbacks too.
We could with Oregon going bottom 5. They don't have much, but rain.
Nike.
Right.
Nike originated
Nike
from
came out of there.
Oregon.
I don't like Nike so much
I
though.
don't care less. It's not that
yeah,
big of a
like
deal.
I'm just giving you some stuff.
That's fair. No, that's fair. No, I'm not dogging you for
Like,
it.
if
I
we have
just
to put something down there, I feel like.
let's just throw one. Well, if we put one down there, we got to throw 2 so they don't feel.
What about Maryland, right? Because Washington. Oh no, because Washington D.C. is
It's its own
Oh, we
thing.
can say that. Washington D.C.
Put it in there.
That's not
Yeah,
a
it's
state.
bottom-
Bro.
Put it in the
It's-
bottom 5.
It's a district.
It's its own
Yeah.
entity.
Well,
though.
then we can
I
put
think
in
it's
Puerto Rico.
It's a. No, I think
It's a
because Puerto
territory,
Rico.
It's a
yeah.
Commonwealth, baby.
Commonwealth.
But I like isn't I'm pretty sure DC is a part of the like 50 states.
No, it's not, bro.
I feel like it is.
Bro.
No, it's not.
It's
though.
not.
It gets a point for the electoral college in that presidential election,
Yeah.
but it's not part of the 50 states, dude.
Oh my lord, bro.
Devin,
No way.
Devin, come
That is
on,
goofy.
bro.
That is goofy.
Dude, say you're.
You should
captain.
feel silly right
say
now.
you're captain,
Hold on.
bro.
Do you feel silly?
Once I look
You're
it up.
about to.
Do you want me to count all the states and I'll get to 50 before I count before I count DC? I'll tell you that.
Oh man.
All right, yeah, it's not a state.
When Mr. Rogers
It's a
gave us
federal
our
district.
when he gave us our blank sheet and we had to fill in all the states, Devin was probably like, "I don't see a good spot for DC. Should I just draw an arrow right in there?" Well, maybe you should label that blank state right there, Devin. Oh, no, it's only 50, not 51, man. Come on now.
It's only 50. Oh man, let's see. Alabama. Well, keep Alabama.
Probably throwing in Nebraska or Oklahoma.
It's just a lot of like
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's just like a Texas try-hard.
Yeah, bro. Even the one movie that had Oklahoma, actually, there's probably a few good movies with Oklahoma, but the biggest one, bro, they had to take her out of Oklahoma as fast as possible so people would watch it.
Is that I'm trying to think of the name. It's the first movie in color, right?
Oh shit.
We're getting close. We have to end it. What's it called? Right?
No, that was Kansas.
Oh,
was
that's
Wizard
right.
of
That's
Oz.
Kansas. That's what it is.
I don't know what I was talking about. I think I was thinking Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz. That's what
Oh,
I'm
well.
thinking of.
Let's figure one out real quick. All right, do you think Oklahoma? Just lump it in. Bottom 5?
Oklahoma and Maine, bottom 5.
No.
Good episode.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Whatever.
I
All right.
agree.
I think, honestly, top 5 states, I might throw in, like, solid.
If I had to pick one that didn't have coastline, that'd be hard. Top 5 state that doesn't have coastline. That's not
Ohio.
Ohio. That's not Ohio, bro.
Tennessee. It's pretty hilly.
Yeah,
I'd pick an
yeah,
Appalachian state, to be honest. I just like
yeah, yeah.
it's
You're
just
probably
so
good for the
pretty, dude.
views. Go to like Colorado.
Montana. Come on, Montana.
That's fine.
Montana's beautiful. All right. Yeah, I think honestly, I'll put like solid liquid gas up there, top 5. If I had to.
Plasma.
Nah, it's bottom 5. You just don't see it that
Bose-Einstein
much.
constant.
Alrighty, guys. Well, keep an eye out for our 100th episode. It's going to be a banger. Should be awesome.
Absolutely.
So, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the flip flop. 10-4,
Peace.
good Roger.
Oh, my bad.
10-4, good Betty. Over and out.
Peace.